trouble here right off the bat. An onside kick to begin the game.
Number 18, the deep return man.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on first down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, check 26.
I'm coming after you.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 23. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down.
Nice hit, boy.
Jack 16.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. First carry for James Conner. And an alley to run. Room to run past midfield. And now running right through him. And he gets this one down to the 24. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Earlier, Charles, we were mentioning about how Green Bay missed the playoffs this last year. You know, they had made the playoffs 8 straight years, 2009 to 2016, but now 2 straight years without going to the playoffs. And when you're playing in a town called Titletown, USA, I don't know that you're accustomed to that.
This feels to them, even though it's just been 2 years, this feels like the days when they Went through former legends leading them.
26.
Bart Starr,
Hey,
Forrest
check
Gregg.
26.
Even Lindy Infante came in, had a 10-win season, but none of those resulted in a
Hey, check
playoff
26.
appearance. A lot more years then. The Packers don't want to get back to that now. This cost Mike McCarthy his job. The new head coach wants to set a new direction and get the Packers back in the playoff picture.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Don't want it. Keep playing hard.
Jumbo.
All day.
Green, get up.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
Purchase a copy of your favorite EA Sports title while you're here at our stadium.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Tight right, tight right.
Yeah, Liz.
We got 3.
Green, 19.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Watch the wheel.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Jumbo. Look at
Rodgers again now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hey, check 26. Green 19.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And now another one thrown incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Strong left.
Gun.
Switch.
Hey, check 26.
54's Mike.
Gun.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Green 19.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Back to norm. Zoom. Gun. Hey, check 26. Jumbo. Green 19.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Hoko over here. Zoom.
Blitz.
Yeah, Liz.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Hey, check 26.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, does he?
Second down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Box it.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Zoom. Wind out. You got 58.
Lucky.
58 to on.
Now Rodgers going to throw again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Got a second here to assess Pittsburgh's last season as their offense comes onto the field. You know, for most of the folks that are fans of the Steelers, they're probably saying, wow, this was tough. But, hey, they were 9-6-1. The thing is, expectations there are playoffs every year.
You're right, and to show that, they haven't been under 500 since 2003. It's a very consistent franchise. But remember how the season began. Le'Veon Bell, once again holding out. They expected him to show up and play. That didn't happen. Then at the end of the year, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger. What's going to happen there? So they bookended their season with controversies. In the middle, did not play up to their standards. I still thought they were going to win the AFC North. Turned out Baltimore nosed them out. They've got to do some retooling in the offseason.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Roethlisberger, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First target, first catch, and a first down. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike's 47.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The Steelers, of course, had all the questions lingering with Le'Veon Bell. Tip of the cap to James Conner. He really has filled in nicely.
He prepared himself as if he were going to be the starter right from week 1. And I got to see him in preseason, and you saw a little bit of everything. His ability to run inside, also run to the perimeter, catch the ball out of the backfield. And how about his season opener against Cleveland? They didn't win the game, but he played awfully well, 135 yards rushing, and he helped close out a big win at Tampa Bay in week 3 on Monday Night Football with some nice runs down the stretch.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You too can be a part of the NFL experience. Please join us down at field level after the individual team. Meet and greet for children of all ages.
47's the mic. 47.
Good job, guys. Double.
Babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Gotta go.
Check. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Motion.
Jack 16.
Hey, check Mike.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Alert, alert. 3 down. Side.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Show that bench release and go.
Tight end's right.
8.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school, and now he's an all-pro.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
319. Zoom. Jumbo.
Stay with your man.
Hurry up.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
We got 3 down.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Rodgers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All right, Brandon, Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
And that'll be incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 58 yards.
Hey, check 26. Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jake Ryan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
All right, now. Squirrel!
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Kenny Clark with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Snickers, 66.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Hey, 47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47. AB.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Clay Matthews coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Zoom.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Rodgers going to throw. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Tight end left.
Hey, 88.
Hey, guys, check me out.
319. 319.
Rodgers again now. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Roethlisberger to throw. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete.
Here we go.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Coming after you.
Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Roethlisberger, and that's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And this one through the uprights and good. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, reset. Hey, easy.
3 down.
Gun. Jumbo.
Rodgers throwing here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Blue 58. Jumbo. Zoom. Jumbo.
And the blitz does come. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Here we go. 58.
54.
Rodgers to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Big hit.
Hoko over here. Jumbo.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
3 down.
319. 319.
To throw is Rodgers. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game.